Good afternoon. Today we are going to discuss about the topic probability of occurrence of at least one of the events. Okay. The probability of occurrence of at least one of the event is found by using an idea that is at least one happens is equal to 1 minus none of them happen. So this is the basic idea of what the probability of occurrence of at least one of the events. That is, at least one happens. If we have to find like one, like we have given a sample space, and out of that we have to find one of the specific value, then we will use what? 1 minus none of them. Okay, none of them happens. So we can get into detail through different problems. So first, when we are getting into the problem, first we have to compute the values of the probability. Then we have to identify the number of trials to be computed. That means there will be various trials. If we, for example, if we are tossing a coin to get what the probability to get. So for doing this, first we have to find. So to find this, what the probability of occurrence of at least one event. First, we will for example, if we are tossing a coin, like we will get a head. There is a possibility of getting a head or tail. So if we are tossing it like the number of times, like 3 times if we toss, that is a trial number. So that we can denote by using the symbol n. And so basically we can get into an equation that is P of at least, probability of at least 1 is equal to 1 minus P of not of x. That means the thing which is not happened. That is, here we have told none of them happened. Okay, raised to what? The number of trials we have done. Okay. So this we can write it as 1 minus P of a dash all raised to n. Okay, understood? So in case, so here there is only one event happening, that is A. But in some cases there are if at least 2 events happen, that is A and B, then we have to find what? A dash as well as the B dash. Okay. After that, then we can apply into the equation. So that equation is if we have 2 independent events, that is A and B, to find what at least one of the events from this, we have P of at least 1 is equal to 1 minus, like 2 events are there, so this equation of A dash into U. So this is the equation we use for what 2 events happen. Okay. Next, we can learn some problems. So, a coin is tossed 4 times. What is the probability of getting at least one head? Okay, at least one head. This is the question. A coin is tossed 4 times. What is the probability of getting at least one head? So what is the sample space? We have one. We have one head, then we have a tail also. But here in the question, that is how much time it is tossed? 4 times it is tossed. So n is equal to what? 4. So it is easy to find out. So how much tail will be? What will be the probability of getting a head in this? Probability of getting a head will be what? 4. Now generally, if we are tossing a single coin, what will be the probability of getting a head? 1 by 2. P of getting a head will be is equal to 1 by 2. So now we have learned the equation that P of at least 1 is equal to 1 minus P of A dash raised to what? N. N is the number of trials we are using for this for tossing the coins. So this equation will be this. How to find the at least one of the head from this? That is how it will be P of getting at least one head is equal to what? 1 minus what? So P of getting a head, getting head is equal to 1 minus what? P of not getting a head. So what is the probability of not getting a head? That will be what? 1 minus 1 by 2 itself. No? The other one is what? Tail. No? So we are in this equation when we are applying this, that will be equal to 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to n. So that is how much trials are taking place here? 4 trials. So that is 4. So what will be the answer? Just do 1 minus how it will be? 1 by 60. So this will be equal to b by 60. So the probability of getting at least one head when we toss a coin 4 times. Okay, that is what? 15 by 6. Okay, just applying that values into that equation. It is very simple. Okay. Okay. The next one it is if you are tossing a coin as well as we are what? Rolling a dice. Okay. We have to find the probability of getting at least one head and as well as what? At least what? 6 number in the dice. Okay. So we are at the same time we are tossing a coin as well as rolling a dice. So we have to get what? At least one head and here we have to get what? The number 6. So what will be the probability of getting what? Probability of A. This A we can take what? As coin getting a head. So probability of getting a head will be what? How much it will be? 1 by 2. And probability of getting the number 6. So B we can denote as the number 6, getting the number 6. So that will be what? 1 by 6. It will be 1 by 6. So from this we have to find what? P of A dash and P of B dash. That means that the event which is not happening. Okay. So here it will be P of A dash is equal to what? How much? Not to get what ahead, that will be 1 by 2. Then in this case, in rolling a dice, we are not getting a D. That means not to get a 6. How much it will be? 5 by 6. So early we have discussed the equation about 2 independent events to find the probability of at least one occurrence in what? 2 independent events. That equation is given is equal to what was equation? 1 minus P of A dash into P of B dash. Because we have 2 independent events. So just giving this values into what? This equation. So now this will be 1 minus what was the value of P of A dash? Like not to get a head, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into, but we are not getting a sixth number in dice. That will be 5 by 6. So this will be what? 1 minus 5 by 12. This is equal to 7 by 2. So the probability of getting at least what? 1 head as well as what? The number 6 is what? 7 by 2. Understood? Yes. So just it is very simple. Just using the both equations, we can just apply the. It is next question is related to the deck of cards. That is, we know that standard 52 deck of cards has what? 13 hearts. So if you draw and replace card 3 times, find the probability of drawing at least 1 heart. That is the question. So we know that. So we are like replacing and drawing like out of 13 hearts, we are drawing and taking a card 3 times. Okay, 3 times. So n is equal to what? 3. So the total number of cards will be how much? 52. Out of that, we are how much heart is there? 13 hearts are there. So what will be the probability of getting a heart out of this? What will be the probability? That is P of getting a heart. (13 by 52), which is equal to 1 by 4. And so what will be the probability of not getting a heart by using this we can find out? What will be the probability of not getting? That will be equal to what? P of this we can give this A. P of not getting a heart is equal to 1 minus 1 by 4. Okay? So what will be 3 by 4? So we have got what? P of A dash. So from this we can, by using the P of at least 1 heart, we can use which equation? What is equation was? What is equation? Okay. So that will be equal to how much? 1 minus 3 by 4 raised to how much? What is the value of n? 3. Okay. So raised to 3, which is equal to 1 minus. That will be equal to 27 by 60, which is equal to 37 by 64, 0.5. Okay, so this is very simple. We are just finding to find the probability of occurrence of at least one event. First we are just writing the equation, then we are finding what is not happening, and we are just substituting their values into the equation. Thank you.